symbol. So
All right.
and we're live.
Welcome back to the Bottle Job Podcast. My name is Toby.
My name is Rimedi, and on our show, we discuss so many different things. We have just seen the round of 16 fixtures. We have just come off of Portugal beating Switzerland 5-1, which was... I didn't watch a minute of the game, so I don't know what happened. But this round of 16, we had some usual results, but we also had some shocks.
Yeah, I'd say I'd only say one shock really in particular, but then moments that were shocking, I suppose. But
Absolutely. I think
yeah.
we need to start on today's one.
yeah,
The
you've
biggest...
called another one, another spoiler.
You got me. You got me. Listen, man, anyone that is in my Instagram DMs, look, I am not predicting who you're going to marry. I said this before. I'm not going to predict who you're going to see on your wedding day. That is not really my forte. Okay? I am officially retiring from predictions.
Yeah, this the Tyson Fury of predictions here, just retiring in and out each episode.
I'll only predict something if I truly feel it. And that Morocco match, I
Feel it in
truly...
your loins.
Yeah, I felt it. I think... Morocco, what they were so good at is the thing that I mentioned. It's their defense. They get past someone, another player is ready to tackle another player. It's just so mad how compact they are, how in shape they were. And it's not like they were doing it for 90 minutes. It was 120 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a very long time. And I think man of the match today was, of course, you have Yassine Bounou making so many...
Mate, Amrabat though, that might be the individual performance of the tournament. He was just everywhere, wasn't he? Putting out
everywhere. And in
fires.
the 190th minute, I won't forget, he was sprinting. Like, he was saying before the match started,
He had an injection like 3 a.m.
exactly.
It's mad.
And that's what it is to fight for your country, to put everything on your line, everything on the line for your country. It's so crazy. And I'm just so happy that Morocco, they are I think now the 5th African team to ever reach the World Cup quarterfinal.
Yeah, could they be the first to get to the semis?
Oh, I think we'll leave the Morocco-Portugal like prediction towards the end. But yeah, Spain...
A bit more of the same from Spain, wasn't it? I mean, Morata, he only started one game the whole tournament, and he's looked more of a threat than any of their other players. I even thought when he came on, he made some runs in behind. That was all they really did. They didn't create a lot as such, but there was last minute off the post from Sarabia, who was only on really for a pen, but
He
ended
missed.
up almost grabbing a winner. Yeah, a lot of possession, but not really much to show for it.
It's a lot of foreplay, just not the fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I just feel that like players that are always like, what do you think of that idea that when players are brought on and they're so-called cold, then they're taking a penalty? Do you think that affects it?
Yeah, I do. I don't like it at all. I didn't like it when Southgate did it with Rashford and Sancho. I mean, they barely kicked a ball all tournament. They're expected to acclimatise to the level of pressure that they're under, and I don't really think that's completely fair on them. And I think it's hard to do because players that have been playing all that time, they're just the muscle memory's there. It's a bit more fresh. Even happened with when we've stuck Kepa on for a few Carabao finals and stuff. It doesn't tend to work out very well. So yeah, not the biggest fan of it.
Those penalties were just really bad today.
Yeah, and it's actually mad though because Bono obviously kept all 3 out that he had to face. Well, one of them obviously hitting the post,
yeah.
but
He's dived the right way.
it still means even if you counted the penalty shootout, they've still let him 1 goal all tournament.
Yeah,
Which is
that's
mad.
crazy.
That's just mental. Isn't
That's
it?
crazy. And like they're playing Portugal now, and I think that match, obviously we're going to come to it later on. I think that match is going to be more of the same. I just think Portugal, they have a lot more. The only difference is Portugal have a lot more threat.
They do, and the dinosaur has evolved. I
Yeah.
mean, he dropped Ronaldo, and lo and behold, I'm shocked for one that they played much better, much more fluid. Going forward, they looked great. You got João Felix looking, in his prime. This is the guy that Atletico signed. They haven't got Homelander watching over them. They're a lot better, aren't they?
I think Gonçalo Ramos, I spoke about him in an earlier podcast. He has been on fire for Benfica this season. Scoring a hat-trick in your World Cup debut in terms of starting a match, it is ridiculous. And
Crazy. It's fairly unprecedented.
And those goals were like, he took the well. Like, they were good
That
finishes.
first goal is just a ridiculous finish. Like, normally you blame the keeper near post, but you can't do anything about that, can you?
No, you can't. And it just shows that when you have talent and they fit the team better, you might have to drop your star player. Star player. I think Ronaldo, I'm sorry, Saudi Arabia, bro, $200 million a year tax-free, or euros a year, 200 million euros a year tax-free for Cristiano Ronaldo. Amazing.
Okay, who's getting the better deal there? Because I actually think that's a brilliant signing for Saudi football on the whole anyway. So I don't really know if there's any losers in that.
I don't think so. I think Ronaldo's getting a good payday.
Yeah.
All the Ronaldo fans are going to be Saudi League fans now. They're going to be Al Hilal haters because they're both based in the same city, Al Hilal and Al Nasser. So I don't think anyone's losing from this.
Yeah, I'm fascinated to see the actual level of spike in global figures for for viewership.
I'm really excited for it. He's going to be playing in the Asian Champions League, maybe the Gulf League as well. He's going to be playing against teams in the UAE, Bahrain, Qatar, all of these countries in the Gulf region that can really do with a spike of Cristiano Ronaldo coming to play there. So yeah.
I wonder how long before he gets dropped there, though. To be fair,
fact.
be interesting. But obviously, like we said, we'll cover the game between Portugal and Morocco later in the show.
Absolutely.
But we should touch on England.
Yes.
They were very good. After the goal.
By the way, we have just received word from our producer that if you are joining the show late, if you are joining, keep your questions coming in. We're going to save a whole portion of that towards the end. So yeah, keep asking questions. The best ones will be answered by us towards the end of the show. So yeah, as you were saying.
Lovely stuff. But yeah, I was impressed by us, particularly after the goal. I thought we'd struggled early doors. There was a couple of moments, actually quite nervy moments, to be fair. Bit of distribution that going wrong. The one from Maguire, I think one from Saka. But we were struggling to get it from the midfield to the attackers. I thought we kind of lacked Phillips, to be honest. But Jude managed to really carry that ball up the pitch.
I think when you're playing against a team, I'm going to go into my tactics mode now. Put my tactics. Can we have like a section of the show where we call it like tactics part?
We need to get our turtlenecks out.
Yeah. And talk about financial freedom and stuff. But no, I think when you have a team that likes to sit deep, I think having line breakers in terms, not just in terms of passing, but carries and running in behind is really important. And Jude Bellingham for the first goal, I think, although it wasn't a transition, it showed the impact of how he can affect the team in ways that other players can't.
Yeah, like I don't expect Henderson to completely carry a ball 40 yards. He's not got that in the locker, has he?
No, he doesn't. But what he does have is a great finish. And we saw it against Senegal. Left-footed, sweeping finish into the corner. Bellingham and Henderson, I don't know what they were doing. They looked like they were about to kiss each other.
Yeah, it was quite romantic, wasn't it?
Yeah, man, I saw a lot of romance in this round of 16.
A bit less than Giroud and Mbappe's. I mean, that was like notebook.
Yeah, yes.
It's crazy.
They were just looking directly to each other's eyes. But yeah, I think as well, Phil Foden.
I thought, well, that flick initiates almost the burst of energy in the move, didn't it? It kind of set the tone for Bellingham to go take it in his stride.
It just set the tone for the whole match because England, when they go one goal in front, it's very hard for them to lose. Like it happened in the Euros, but technically they didn't lose; they just drew. But Mr. Starboy again, my boy, Bukayo Saka with another goal, 3 goals now in the World Cup. He's only 5 off Ronaldo.
He's coming for him.
Yeah, he's coming. But England look really good.
We do look good. We look like a proper team.
Yes.
We look like a really proper team. But the biggest test will obviously be France. Since '66, we've only once beaten a team ranked above us.
Yeah.
In all that time. So time to make it number 2. And this is always the stumbling block for us, realistically. Like, I think we can put to bed now this idea that, well, we beat Germany. We did beat a big team. Look, Germany have been crap now for about 3 tournaments in a row. We need to face it. We haven't beaten anyone big.
Yeah.
This is the test. If we beat these, there's every reason to believe that you could win it.
Absolutely. Who do you think has been the best player in the tournament so far? It's a question from user 318 numbers.
Oh, Kylian.
Mbappe. Yeah. Nah, man. Kylian Mbappe has been unbelievable this tournament so far. What he did against Poland, how could you stop him?
Oh, he was absolutely sensational. Especially like he's got that trademark goal we've spoke about in the past where he cuts in, puts it near post, trick the keeper, but usually goes low. This time he just thought, no backlift as well. The amount of power he generated for that first goal, and the third goal of the game was also awesome. Cut in and just bent it into the far corner that time. And he's got his partner, obviously Giroud, broken the record. This is what this guy does.
Olivier Giroud, I can't believe it, man.
Yeah.
Like his reputation in the past 5 years is probably one of the biggest changes in world football. I think Olivier Giroud on his day, or even not on his day, even if he's having a so-called bad game, he's still doing things that are super vital to the team, like winning balls in the air, linking with other teammates. I think Olivier Giroud, he's the perfect foil in this French team because you have players that go at 100 miles an hour, Mbappe and Ousmane Dembélé, but you really need that focal point. You need that pivot that Mbappe loves to play off. And France have...
Yeah, he's just the perfect wall for players like that, isn't he?
Exactly. And when you have someone like Antoine Griezmann, who's been another player shining in this tournament.
And most underrated player of the tournament, probably.
Absolutely. Just feeding them passes and just feeding them nice little creative moments. Antoine Griezmann and just the French team in general, they can hurt anyone, genuinely. I think defensively they can be got at like any team, but when you have that much firepower going forward, it's just a long day.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see just because they haven't kept a clean sheet yet all tournament. Obviously, right at the end, Lewandowski got a goal, pulled out a little dance or whatever he did. Yeah, but that was about it. It was the Mbappe show mainly, as most games have been. He'd have to be my player of the tournament.
Absolutely. We do have to speak about one of the smelliest games, however, Japan Croatia.
Oh mate, this was a game that really tested my resolve. After this game, I was like, I'm glad there's a little couple days off football for a bit. I'm getting to the end of my tether with this. It really was poor, wasn't it?
Like Japan in the first half, they were playing some great stuff.
They were, but then they went 1-0 up. The first time all tournament they've gone 1-0 up, and they went, "What do we do here?"
Yeah,
we're used to going behind and turning the game on its head.
Yeah, have you ever heard of an anime called Blue Lock?
I see it commented on our TikToks regularly.
Yeah, man, Blue Lock is the Japanese anime that they've created, and it's funny because Blue Lock is set after the 2018 World Cup, where Japan finished 15th, and now they grouped their team together and created like a huge firestorm and like go and succeed in the show. And this tournament so far, it was Blue Lock for Japan. I think, look, they didn't get as far as we expected them to. I think with the chances that they had,
topping that group was impressive in itself.
Exactly, and that was the Blue Lock moment for Japan. But they have a young team; they can come back in 2026.
Oh mate, I think a lot of clubs are having their eye on Doan. I mean, even the delivery on that, the goal itself, there was some quality there. For
Absolutely. And Croatia,
yeah. What we need to give a bit of respect to Ivan Perisic.
Yes,
because this guy, international stage, he turns up. He is the Andros Townsend of Croatia. Just, Andros Townsend was all right for England. But Perisic just seems to be there every tournament, always there or thereabouts.
Absolutely. Oh, for those of you joining the live stream right now, head over to our YouTube channel because you can hear us more clearly. We have to actually speak into the camera. So yeah, just head over to our YouTube channel. The link is in the bio.
And sub as well while you're there.
Absolutely. I think Croatia are just like mentality monsters.
Got some old heads there, haven't you?
Exactly. Just the experience that they have, like Modric, Kovacic, Perisic, Rakitic obviously retired now, Kramaric, Lovren in the back, Domagoj Vida on the bench. Like, Croatia, they don't have the most quality, but what they have is players that just go to the final whistle. Perisic is another one of those guys. I think he becomes the first ever Croatian player to score in 3 consecutive World Cups.
Yeah, it's mad.
In a country with a population of like 4 or 5 million, like for Croatia,
the crop that they've got is actually just phenomenal, isn't it?
Absolutely. For the amount of success, for how little the Croatian population is testament to how good they are. But they are now set to face one of the Samba teams, one of the teams of the tournament, one of the teams of the World Cup, Brazil.
With arguably the performance of the World Cup, certainly first 45, they were absolutely mind-blowing last night.
It was genuinely relentless. I think what Brazil did, they brought a lot of colour. Like, I think Brazil as well... Actually, one question I wanted to ask you was, how do you feel about the whole Roy Keane thing, or just people hating on Brazil? People think it's disrespectful.
Oh, it's fucking wrong. Dancing, taking the piss out of them, aren't they? No, it's cultural. I don't understand the absolute furore that comes about whenever anyone dances. We had it with Vinny a few months ago, didn't we? And you always get to some angry old bloke. He wants to shit on it because they're having a bit of fun. They're not exactly running up to Son while he's crying and dancing, so I think it's all good. I have no problem with it in the slightest.
I personally love it. To my Brazilian people watching this right now, this is what your culture is. You guys are full of colour, you guys are full of life, and for people that want to disrespect your culture, please stop, because the Brazilians are here to stay.
They've done it. They've always done it. That's what I can't believe. Why there was a big meltdown and predictable though.
People don't like fun. People just say, all right, pick up the ball, go back to the halfway line. You can only celebrate when you win.
Yeah, but do you know what was fun was some of their goals. I mean, one thing I really liked, and this is a real throwback, we've spoken in the past about Adel Taarabt, streets won't forget players. The Curlon seal dribble.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, mate. Oh, okay, old school. Worth looking up clips of. So Curlon had like a seal dribble where he'd run around with the ball in his head, and people in Brazil would kick the shit out of him for it. And Richarlison kind of threw it back to that for one of the goals. I mean, he's having a little competition with himself as to who can score the best goal this tournament.
Oh my God, that third Brazilian goal. It was just, as you said, the ball was just trickling on his head.
Yeah.
Put it down, hit it to Marquinhos. Marquinhos played it.
No, it's Thiago Silva.
No, Marquinhos played it into Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva just thought, oh my God, there's a guy running on this, and Richarlison finished it. And they did the dance with the manager as well, the Pru.
Yeah, he was doing the chicken. I saw a meme today, actually. It was class of someone feeding, like, it was sort of feeding at a pond.
Yeah.
And it's all of them doing the chicken.
Exactly. Oh my God, it was just a lot of fun yesterday. Like, South Korea, of course, they just do not have the required quality that Brazil do. So, It's not the end
Look,
of the
they
world.
did well to get through in themselves' career, but yeah, it was just a real football lesson, wasn't it? I mean, each goal, even the penalty was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I saw some people arguing that Richarlison dived, but I just thought he got kicked. I thought it was smart the way he went, to be honest.
For sure. Did we touch on the Netherlands, by the way?
We did not touch on the Netherlands yet.
What do you think about that against the mighty USA?
USA,
Yeah.
they got their 0-0 win against us.
Yeah,
They've had a great tournament.
Exactly.
Do you know what? Chelsea's Pulisic played in that game.
Yeah.
That is a different game if he scores right at the start.
Yeah,
that is
absolutely.
a different game. That was a great chance, but it wasn't to be. We should touch on, actually, we spoke about goals of the tournament there from Richarlison. USA's goal. Try and explain that one to me.
I can't.
I don't think anyone can, mate. I don't think anyone has a clue.
It was so fake. Like that goal. If you ask that guy to do it 2 million times
He's
again,
never doing that again.
he will never do that thing again.
You line up, you get, I don't know, you build them in the lab, you get prime Messi, prime Ronaldo, prime Pele, you get all these players, you go, please just one of you do this. It's not happening. Like, I don't understand how the trajectory has caused it to, I couldn't make
Like,
any
did it
sense
bounce
of
off
it.
his shin? Did it bounce off his ankle? I don't know where it bounced off. It brought back some hope for the USA. But you know, them daggers are just so painful.
Oh, what? When you get a little slither of hope just to be scythed down.
That dagger is so painful.
It was a dagger laced in Dumfries, wasn't it, as well?
Yeah, what do you think about him?
I think that might have fooled a number of clubs, my own included, to maybe take a punt on him, because I haven't been impressed whenever I do watch him. But he was really good. He was really good against the USA.
I think he has one set role, and it's in international football for the Netherlands. When it's for Inter, these guys hate him.
Yeah.
These guys don't really like Denzel Dumfries. But when it's for the Netherlands, he's just in the box just to score goals. And he had about like 7 seconds just unmarked in the box. Wasn't it mad?
Yeah, it was. I mean, the amount of times he was getting joy with those cutbacks. There was even moments defensively where he was class, cleared one off the line.
For sure.
But yeah, I was going to touch though. You had a good prediction, didn't you, this week? Smashed it with Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
You were in the minority probably with that. It would be fair to say. And
I don't know if I was in the minority, but I really believed in Morocco. I believed in what they
with
stood
that
for.
level of belief though, maybe
sure,
perhaps in the
sure.
minority. But someone who was in the minority of thinking Morocco do amazing this tournament was, we touched on a while back, Sami Eto'o.
Oh,
he thought
yes.
they'd get to the final, didn't he?
Yes.
Now, did you see Sami Eto'o today's incident?
Oh, was he not fighting someone?
Yeah, he hit a fan with the Masvidal or Daniel Bryan flying knee, running around Qatar giving it yes. Like, you need to see, it's the most ridiculous footage you'll see.
Yeah.
There's this fan apparently accused him of, I don't know if it was to do with match fixing or something like that. He completely lost his cool, but yeah, smashed him in the face with a flying knee. Don't mess with Sami Eto'o.
Oh, there's also a game that we've not touched on. It is Samuel Eto'o's former Barcelona teammate Lionel Messi's Argentina.
Oh, what a joy this was Saturday night.
Could we say it was a Messi masterclass?
That's what,
You like that? You like that
nice.
one? Didn't you?
Played in well.
Yeah. No, Messi was really good.
Oh, bro, I felt like 12 years old again. Do you know what? I had not an epiphany. I had a bit of an epiphany before the tournament. I've hinted that I don't know where my allegiance lies when it comes to Argentina and England. I had a real realisation moment, to be honest, and during this game.
Prefer Argentina to win.
It wasn't just his goal. I prefer him to win. I think I prefer him to win. I know that's disgraceful. I'm probably getting cancelled by my own country right now, but I just enjoyed that performance so much. I felt like I was 12 years old again, watching him walk past 7, 8, 9 players. He could have had 5. He could have been walking away with 5, 6 assists. If it weren't for Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah, Lautaro Martinez was doing the best impersonation of Gonzalo Higuain.
Big time, 2014 throwback.
Not to disrespect Gonzalo Higuain because he was a great player for Argentina, but Lautaro Martinez, wake up, brother, wake up. This is not Mickey Mouse. It's time to play football.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you nearly let Messi down. You nearly made my friend upset over here. He nearly cried. He had tears in his eyes. Lautaro, please don't do it again. I beg you.
I just want Alvarez to stay on, man.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about Alvarez. He can nick the ball off the keeper. He's perfect. But it was weird seeing Messi have a performance like that because he's still great for PSG here and there. But to that level where he's carrying to that extent, not so much. So, yeah, it was a big realization for me where I thought, this guy gets me on my feet. England, I'm happy for England. I like England doing well, but I'm not as invested as I am with him.
Maybe I'm in the minority, but I actually, of course, okay, it would be nice if Messi wins, but I couldn't care less.
Really?
I don't know, man. Maybe it's just the hater in me. I don't know, man. I wake up and I hate on people, but I don't know, man. I know, cool, Messi, Argentina, good team, but everyone thinks it's Messi's God-given right.
I just think
to win the World Cup.
He deserves any debate to be definitive, and I think this finally just gets rid of any of the people that are somehow, I don't know, in a minority where they think.
No, but if you truly believe that Messi's the good, we all believe.
It doesn't. That's what I'm saying. It won't change my opinion. It won't change many's opinion. But I'd like the casual to know, like this. You can't argue with his goals, his assists, and then if you can't argue with the international stage as well as everything else that goes with him.
Something I've seen a lot is like people still regard Diego Maradona right onto that top level
because of that World Cup.
Yeah, more than like Cristiano Ronaldo, for example. They put Messi and Maradona to this pedestal, and Ronaldo and all the other guys just fall after him. So yeah, it's mad.
That's what I mean. I just like that to be extinguished.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, maybe I'm just a hater. Comment down below if I'm a hater. I don't know.
But yeah, Australia, they almost scored one of the goals of the tournament.
Yes. Bajic turned into Messi.
Yeah, he did, but Lautaro Martinez on the end of it.
Yeah, no, Lisandro. You said Lautaro.
Oh, did I? I'm getting mixed up with the shit one and the good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think Lisandro Martinez is just absolute mustard. He's the dog's bollocks, this bloke.
He's that guy.
Yeah, he really is. He's class.
Absolutely. So we have a section on our podcast, if you're just joining right now. We have a section called Top Bin in the Bin, where we say who's in the top bin, who's had a great match day, and who's in the bin, who's had a horrible match day. So for me, my top bin is the whole country of Morocco.
Fair.
Yeah, from Rabat to Casa to Fez to Marrakesh, all the cities, I think Morocco should be in the top bin. Morocco, no one expected them to beat Spain in the manner that they did. Spain didn't really have clear-cut chances, but Morocco, we just have to respect game. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And another player that goes in my top bin is a bit boring, Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah, that's fair though.
Yeah, it's very boring. How about you?
I'm going to put in the top bin, I'm going to put Santos.
Oh, Fernando Santos.
You know, leopards rather. Leopards?
Leopards.
I think AirPods.
Yeah.
Leopards can't change their spots. But this dinosaur he's managed to do that. I can't believe that. He's been so loyal to Ronaldo. And he's gone and changed it. And Portugal look a much more fluid team. And it's all about hitting form at the right time. We saw with Spain, you can win your opening game 7-0, but now they're out.
Yeah, they sold me a dream.
Yeah, whereas England, we're hitting our stride a bit more now. France feel like that. Brazil definitely are. And Portugal, this is a big turning point for them. I mean, it could really propel them to go and win the whole thing. Who knows?
Absolutely. Do you have any players that could be in the top hit?
Player specific. I probably would have, like you, I would have gone Amrabat.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Guys, if you have any top bin, in the bin players, let us know down below in the comments, because we want to know. We want to answer your questions as well. So keep them coming.
Got Portugal versus Morocco. How do you predict?
Okay, I think we're going to move on to the prediction parts. We have we're going to list off the matches. We're going to do quick fire. We're going to have a small little discussion about it. So I think the first match is going to be...
We'll go with that if you want. We're Portugal, Morocco.
Okay, Portugal, Morocco. I think it's going to be more of the same. I think Portugal are going to find it very hard to bring Morocco down, but I'm not sure. I think this might be one step too far, just in terms of how much firepower that Portugal have.
Because that is what Spain lack, really, isn't it?
Absolutely. But what is different about Portugal that Spain had is Spain want to control the entire game. Maybe Portugal, they would cede some parts of the game to Morocco, say, Morocco, come on to us so we can hit you on the counter-attack as well. So it will be interesting. I won't be surprised if Morocco get a result, because they can beat anyone.
I hope Aguerd fit. I think that was really strange.
I think he's done.
Seeing him and Saiss go down earlier, I thought you guys have been so solid, and they deserve to play in those games. But to be fair, the replacements that came on were apt. They were class.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Portugal, Morocco. I'm sorry. I think it might be Portugal this time, but who knows? This is not my prediction, but this is not a prediction that is going to be going viral. I just think the injuries.
It's a step too far, isn't it? I feel the same, to be honest. And I think Portugal, like you said, are just a lot better going forward. I think things will click for them without Ronaldo today.
Absolutely.
And they'll be following on from that.
Yeah.
Ramos has got some firepower behind him.
Yeah, for sure. We also need to touch on the biggest match probably of the World Cup so far. England, France. What do you think?
I think we're going to win. I actually think we're going to win. And surprisingly...
Wait, we'll do that again. Do you think England are going to beat France?
I do. I think England are going to beat France. I actually think, as much as we're fearful of them, they've got Mbappe on the left, Dembele on the right. I think Luke Shaw is going to do what Ashley Cole did to Ronaldo in Euro 2004. I think he's going to lock him up, and France is going to be too reliant on that left side. They're going to keep going down Mbappe's side. And we've got Walker there who can do a good job, but we've got Henderson. And I think Henderson's going to do an absolute shift on that side. And we're actually going to manage to keep them as quiet as you possibly can. I'm not ruling out that they score, but I think we're going to get the job done. We're actually going to beat France. Our first time beating a big team. It's going to be mad.
Hey, man, comments, get after him. I can't wait. Deluded
I'm
Englishman.
I'm telling you.
I can't wait. But nah, I think it could happen. I think there'll be some interesting matchups coming out of that match because Teo Hernandez versus Bukayo Saka is a very interesting one because of how much space that Hernandez leaves in behind. For me, I think
we cooked Chelsea. We cooked him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think Saka can really get at them.
I think Rashford should start this match.
Yeah.
I really think with the space that France leave in behind, I think this is prime time for Marcus Rashford to do something. I don't know if he is going to start because Saka and Foden are like great options to have, but I think Marcus Rashford, this is his moment.
Yeah, I can understand that. And I haven't been overly impressed with Koundé at right back, to be fair. I think there's definitely stuff he can get at. Yeah, I've been very pessimistic when it comes to England playing big teams in the past. I don't know, I've got a little feeling.
Yeah.
A bit like you said, Morocco, they're going to make me feel something. I think England are actually going to get the job done.
That might be the line of the podcast. It makes me feel something. And that's actually like a
Let's get it
Spanish.
on our intro, yeah.
Yeah. It's a Spanish phrase. So I just translated it to English.
Nice.
But yeah, that's a good matchup to have. Also, the Netherlands versus Argentina, rematch of the 2014 World Cup semi-final when Tim Krul came on.
That was a masterclass from
Yeah.
Louis Van Gaal. Will it be another Van Gaal masterclass? I love a Van Gaal press conference.
Yes,
I will
it's
say
amazing.
that.
It's
He's
amazing.
one of my favourite managers, to be honest, just as a character.
For sure. Argentina versus Netherlands, I think it's going to be a match where, because Argentina are so resolute, the Netherlands are so resolute defensively.
I'd say both of them are.
Yes, that's a good point. I think it'll be a low-scoring match, in my opinion. But
I worry about Argentina a little bit.
you think so?
Yeah, I worry about them. I think the Netherlands are kind of a little bit going under the radar, to be honest. I don't know if they're going to win it myself, but they're a solid team. I like the Gakpo-Depay relationship. I think they interchange really well. Like you said, Dumfries is a different player for them. There's a lot to like, even Frankie de Jong. So it wouldn't surprise me if Holland were to beat them. I'm hoping for another Messi masterclass because we've had quite a few of them already. And
Yeah. The problem that Argentina are going to face from the Netherlands is that
Di Maria back as well.
Yes, but the Netherlands are so potent in front of goal. Their conversion rate is one of the highest in the tournament so far. They don't need many shots to score. And Argentina, they're not the most clinical when they have their chances. So they need
not with you, Lautaro, you bastard. Stay off.
Yeah, so I think Gakpo, Depay, Bergwijn coming off the bench as well. It could cause the Argentina some damage.
I'm just hoping I'm seeing Lissandro celebrating blocks.
Oh yes,
that's what I need.
That's prime defending.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Passion merchants.
We also need to touch on Brazil versus Croatia.
We do. How long for? Is this not an easy? This is an easy one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know, I haven't really rated Croatia all tournament, if
Yeah.
I'm honest. I do just think, I know the midfield is something to behold. I love Gvardiol. I've really enjoyed his performances, Perisic in places, but I just think this is too much for them. I think Brazil have got a nice route to the semis, really. When
They do.
to Korea and then Croatia, I just feel like they are a bit mismatched.
Yeah, I think so too. So yeah, we're going with the Brazil win.
I'm going with the Brazil 3-0 win. I think they'll win that comfortably.
Okay, so we're going to go with the Brazil win, England win,
Yeah, I'm back in England.
Argentina win,
Yeah.
Portugal win.
Yeah. That's a good final four, that.
Yeah, I think it's one of the better ones we've had recently.
Well, that means you could potentially have a Ronaldo-Messi final.
Yes, you can.
And the alternative, England-Brazil, or a mix and match.
Yeah.
Brazil-Portugal, Argentina-Portugal.
It's crazy.
That's good. That would be a good final four.
I
It
don't-
never works out like that, but
Listen, Morocco, I haven't turned on you. Yeah, I'm fighting an inner battle.
you're a realist.
Morocco, please do something for me. Morocco, can you do some for me?
I would love it if Morocco beat Portugal.
It'll be amazing.
Yeah.
It'll be absolutely amazing.
That
But-
really would be scenes at that point.
No.
Oh, we'd be so evil if we did get through France and we knocked them out.
Yeah. Someone asked, please, I want your view for France, England. Does England have a chance? Yeah, we said
I surprisingly do, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually ever the pessimist, but I think we're going to do them.
absolutely. So, sorry, I need to look at the comments. Okay.
What about penalties? Penalties for next round. This round.
What, if any of them will go to? If any of them
Yeah,
will go to penalties?
if I think Portugal, Morocco can go to penalties.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah.
Because I don't see Morocco scoring a lot, but their defense is probably one of the best in the tournament. So that can go to penalties.
Yeah.
Maybe England, France.
Yeah. Yeah, it could do.
They can all go to penalties, man. Apart from Brazil,
Yeah,
Croatia.
Brazil-Croatia is the only game that I can look at and think no one else. The only one team is winning that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I kind of feel about it. It'll be interesting as well to see the repercussions of the teams that have played extra time.
Yes, that's a good.
Because it's not something we factor in that much. Although, to be fair to Croatia, I remember in the World Cup 2018, they felt like they played extra time every game.
I think, to be fair, I think So
There was more gaps, I think, before. Wasn't
so
there?
who's playing on Friday? Is it
Argentina, Holland is Friday. I know that.
what's the other match?
Um,
It's one of the matches from today.
oh, I think Brazil. Is it Brazil?
Let me check.
Croatia?
Let me check.
If it's Morocco, Portugal, or if it's
I need
Brazil,
to check.
Croatia.
I need to check. It's going to be Friday the 9th.
Mm.
It's Croatia, Brazil.
Okay.
Okay, so Croatia, Brazil are going to be the 3 p.m. game.
So Croatia had a bit of extra time. Kicked
Yeah.
off the same day as Brazil. Brazil, minute 10, they were done.
Absolutely. And the other match, like,
Even Weatherton got a game.
yeah, they let anyone. They let you want to play? Yeah, come
Yeah,
man.
they're the first team to completely use all their squad.
It's
mad.
amazing. It's amazing. It really builds that what's the
Bit of chemistry,
That's the
team
word.
spirit. Yeah.
That's the word. And
Key ingredient.
on Saturday 3 p.m. it's Morocco, Portugal, and at 7 it's England, France. So yeah,
Also, did you know that Kylian Mbappe didn't train today?
he's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. I've read the reports. I've spoken to my French sources.
That respectfully, as a
Yeah.
rival fan, I hope it's an ACL.
I've spoken.
I don't. I have done my ACL. It sucks. I want to see the best.
You've done
case
your
scenario.
ACL?
Yeah, I did. Playing 7 aside. Playing 7 aside, doing a ball roll. I stepped badly and did my ACL.
How long were you out for?
Oh, mate. That was last May. I was out. I didn't play football for like a year and a month or two.
Oh my god, you must have come back
I was,
rusty.
I was just about to go pro as well.
Oh yeah, fair
about
enough.
to go
Then you
pro.
did your knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Happened to me. It happened to me as well. I was 4 years old. But we also have a section of the podcast that we like to call 20-second vision, where we try to predict a fixture's future in under 20 seconds. So Toby, I'm going to get the hand washing button that lasts for 20 seconds. What do you think is going to happen in the England-France game? Your time starts in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, England are winning this. Luke Shaw is doing an Ashley Cole on Ronaldo job, locking up Dembele. It's going to force them down the left the entire game, which they're doing a bit. There's a bit of over-reliance there at the moment, but Mbappe's good enough they've got away with it. Not getting away with it this time. Hendo doubling up with Walker is going to be a bit too much. Keep them as quiet as possible, and Harry Kane is going to end up scoring the winner. England are going to knock out France. Crazy, I know. Absolutely nuts.
Okay, it's not a bad one. Huh? There you go.
Under the time limit, but I knew. I've read the script. They've leaked the plot.
Okay.
I've seen it. Right.
I'm gonna predict the dancing the dancing trio of who's gonna dance for Brazil versus Croatia.
Okay, great. Okay. Right. Who is Roy Keane going to cry at this week when
Okay.
Brazil's bag against Croatia?
For my Brazilian people, the World Cup is full of life, it's full of energy, and it's full of emotion. It's going to be Richarlison. It's going to be Paquetá. It's going to be Neymar. It's going to be Vinicius. They're all going to be dancing together. They're going to be dancing Joga de la Jean. There's a Brazilian song called that. And they are going to win the World Cup like that. Yeah, that's it. I don't know.
Yeah, fair.
I just vibed with that one.
No, I like it. I like it. I've got that Neymar song stuck in my head, to be honest,
Yeah.
that lasts all day.
Yeah, for sure.
What about predictions now, looking further forward? Let's get some big.
You want some spoilers, do you?
Yeah, we've already kind of done with our predictions. Like we kind of said who's gonna win.
Winning
Uh,
World
As in winning the World Cup.
Cup.
Okay.
Starting to get any of those feels yet?
For which country?
I don't know. It's hard, man.
Do you know what? It was sad this week seeing the news about Pele.
Mhm.
Obviously his health's diminishing. I think things like that can buoy a team. I think we saw it with Denmark last tournament. And that Brazil performance really was something special. It was everything you think of when you think of Brazil. It epitomised them in terms of the flair, the dancing, the talent. They were absolutely sensational. And it felt like maybe something going on outside of football has kind of triggered a different level within them. Obviously, Neymar's return helps, but it's hard to look past Brazil.
It's tough, man, because one of Argentina or Brazil are gonna get knocked out in terms of the semi-final, assuming
If
that
they go how we think. they
Yeah.
go,
Yeah, that semi-final Argentina Brazil is gonna be, assuming that they go that far. Hopefully, it's gonna be.
Do you think that decides the winner?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's hard, man.
Back in your Morocco bag?
I hope so. I want Morocco to do as well as possible.
If they do it, Eto'o will be like, oh, so close.
I know. If they do it, hey, the president or the king of Morocco, please invite me to your country.
I think that's fair. It's only
Yeah.
right.
Absolutely, but I don't know, man. I've retired from the predictions game, man. I wish I could give you a huge clip that will go viral.
You keep spoiling it for everyone.
Yeah, sometimes I have to chill out. Sometimes I have to wait for the matches to
Let them
play.
enjoy. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think, have we covered most things, guys?
Is it coming home?
Look,
Look, I think we're going to beat France. Okay, this is what I actually think. I think we're going to beat France. I don't know how. I think we'd be absolutely fuming not to win the semi as a result. I think if you beat France, you should beat whoever you face, if it's Portugal or Morocco. I think Argentina, England could beat in the final. I don't think they would beat Brazil.
Okay.
I think that's how I think it will go. I think if England aren't playing Brazil if England get to the final and they're not playing Brazil, England will win the World Cup.
Wow.
If this is a lot of ifs.
If
That's what I
all
mean.
these
Yeah,
hypotheticals,
exactly.
man.
Yeah.
If my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike. We actually looking into our live right now. We have almost 100 people. We have 99 people. watching.
100 of you.
Guys.
You've got some good questions for us.
Absolutely, guys. Keep your questions coming in. Also, head over to our YouTube channel because
Yeah, and sub because
Exactly.
we're trying to reach a K before Christmas.
how much are we on?
I don't know, but it's realistic if all of you just
Yeah, facts.
if all of you actually move
Facts.
across, we'd be there quite quickly.
Yeah,
so
facts,
please do
facts.
that.
Facts. Okay, so this was our podcast for showing off the round of 16.
I'm looking forward to the quarterfinals.
Absolutely, we're gonna be coming at you with another podcast straight after the England match.
Straight after England beat France. We'll be there on Saturday night.
Absolutely. So if you like this video or like this podcast, leave a like, comment down below, share it, and turn on your notification bell so you never miss an upload.
Mm-hmm.
I've been Toby.
I've been Rimedi, and we'll catch you very, very soon for another episode of the Bottle Job Podcast.
In a bit, guys.
Cool. And we are off on the live podcast. but we're
Okay.
streaming TikTok.
Hello, TikTok.